Okay, right this way.
Up until I was about 45, I would say I did not lead a real healthy lifestyle.
Right there.
My primary doctor, when I was about age 58 or something, started talking to me about having a colonoscopy because I never had. So after 2-3 years of not following his advice, I did go in and have a colonoscopy, and the doctor found a polyp, and it was a tough type of polyp to remove. And he said, I'm not sure I got all of this polyp. My recommendation is to remove the part of the colon along with the related nodes. I was shocked, actually. Nobody wants to hear the news that I was given at that point, and so we decided to have a second opinion because they were pretty adamant about the surgery. That's how I wound up at Stanford. And so we sent the case to Dr. Ladabaum. He said, what I can tell you is we're going to go in and have a second look and see what it looks like. That was his approach, and that's really all I wanted to hear. In terms of the preparation for the colonoscopy, I had absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. You start the day before, and probably the most difficult part of the process is drinking a lot of liquid. And then pretty soon you're being cleansed. It's really not a big deal. The people are incredibly nice. They make you feel right at home. In terms of the actual procedure itself, they start with the anesthetic. It takes maybe just a few minutes, and you're just kind of drifting off, and the procedure, I assume, begins because I didn't even know anything had happened. I never felt a thing. The doctor takes a lot of pictures and shares those with you. He said there was just a little bit left, and I'm very confident that I got the rest of it. And I want to see you a year from now. That I can't guarantee you I got 100%, but I'm pretty positive. He said, I want to see you back in 1 year just to make sure that we're on track with what we want to accomplish here. We want to avoid future surgeries. We want to avoid cancer. The point is that Dr. Ladabaum in Stanford is just great at monitoring your health and doing what it takes to keep you healthy and not take you to some radical surgical procedure that you may or may not need. And so I went from thinking I was going to have major life-changing surgery to a lot of hope, and so here we are today, and that's what Stanford and Dr. Ladabaum gave me.